Hello, dear viewers. Today we have brought another category of learning English greatly. It's grammar. Yes. As you know, grammar is a part and parcel of learning English, keeping in mind the specific rules of sentence making and speaking accurately. Grammar is like an address to a destination. So let's begin with the basic concept of sentence in English. A sentence is the largest unit of any language. In English, it begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop, or a question mark, or an exclamation mark. The sentence is generally defined as a word or a group of words that expresses a thorough idea by giving a statement, order, or asking a question, or exclaiming. For example, he is a good boy. Is he a good boy? What a nice weather. Ideally, a sentence requires at least one subject and one verb. Sometimes the subject of a sentence can be hidden, but the verb must be visible and present in the sentence. Verb is called the heart of a sentence. For example, do it. In this sentence, a subject, you is hidden but verb, do is visible. So we conclude that a sentence is a group of words, usually containing a verb, that expresses a thought in the form of a statement, question, instruction, or exclamation and starts with a capital letter when written. In other words, a complete English sentence must have three characteristics. First, in written form, a sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a period that is full stop, a note of interrogation that is a question mark, or a note of exclamation that is an exclamation mark. Second, it must express a complete thought, not fragmented. Third, it must contain at least one subject hidden or visible and one verb comprising an independent clause. An independent clause contains an independent subject and verb and expresses a complete thought. Type of sentences. There are two types of sentences. Number 1, structural sentences. Number 2, functional sentences. Structurally, sentences are of four types. First, simple sentence. Second, compound sentence. Third, complex sentence, and fourth one, compound complex sentence. Let's study each type of sentence one by one. Simple sentence. A simple sentence must have a single clause, a single verb, which is independent, and it cannot take another clause. For example, I always wanted to become a writer. One clause and one verb. Compound sentence. A compound sentence must have more than one independent clause with no dependent clauses. Some specific conjunctions, punctuation, or both are used to join together these clauses. For example, I always wanted to become a writer, and she wanted to become a doctor. Two independent clauses, two verbs. Complex sentence. A complex sentence also has more than one clause, but of one them must be an independent clause and the others must be a dependent clauses. There are also some particular connectors for the clauses of a complex sentence to be connected. For example, I know that you always wanted to be a writer. Here, a dependent clause is followed by a connector and an independent clause. The other way around is also possible. Compound complex sentence. A compound complex sentence or complex compound sentence is a mixture of the features of compound and complex sentences in one sentence. So, it must contain at least two independent clauses and at least one dependent clause. For example, I know that you always wanted to become a writer, but I always wanted to become a doctor. Here, one dependent clause is followed by a complex connector, and two independent clauses with a compound conjunction between them. Functionally, sentences are of mainly four types. First, declarative sentence. Second, imperative sentence. Third, interrogative sentence. And lastly, exclamatory sentence. Declarative sentence. An assertive sentence or declarative sentence simply expresses an opinion, feeling, or makes a statement, or describes things. In other words, it declares something. This type of sentence ends with a period that is a full stop. For example, I want to be a good cricketer. I am very happy today. Imperative sentence. We use an imperative sentence to make a request or to give a command. Imperative sentences usually end with a period that is a full stop, but under certain circumstances, it can end with a note of exclamation that is an exclamation mark. For example, please sit down. I need you to sit down now. Interrogative sentence. An interrogative sentence asks a question. Interrogative sentences must end with a note of interrogation that is, question mark. For example, when are you going to submit your assignment? Do you know him? An exclamatory sentence expresses overflow of emotions. These emotions can be of happiness, wonder, sorrow, anger, etc. For example, what a day it was. I cannot believe he would do that. Thanks for watching. We really hope that the video helps you with grammar studies. And next time you would feel a lot more confident to write sentence correctly. Do like the video and share with other people for more learning, and don't forget to subscribe our channel.